Hello, welcome all. Today in this video lecture we are going to discuss the properties of region of convergence. In short, we call it as ROC. At the end of this session, students will be able to explain properties of region of convergence. Property 1 states that the ROC of x of z consists of a ring in the z plane centered about the origin, summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity mod x of n r to the power minus n must be less than infinite. The ROC of the z transform of x of n consists of the values of z for which x of n r to the power minus n is absolutely summable, and the ring like structure is shown in the z plane here, and the shaded part represents the region of convergence. The property 2 states that the ROC does not contain any poles. The property 3 states that if x of n is of finite duration, then the ROC is the entire z plane except possibly z equal to 0 and or z equal to infinity. X of z is equal to summation n equal to n1 up to n2 x of n z to the power minus n, and we should note that the n1 is always less than n2 here. If x of n is two-sided sequence, that is n1 is negative and n2 is positive, the ROC does not include z equal to 0 and z equal to infinity. Similarly, if x of n is causal sequence, that is n1 is either 0 or positive, ROC does not include z equal to 0. If x of n is anti-causal sequence, that is n2 is either equal to 0 or negative, the ROC does not include z equal to infinity. Now let us consider an example to understand these properties here. Consider a discrete time signal x of n where the sequence are finite. So x of n is equal to 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2. Okay, totally we have 5 sequences in this discrete time signal, and arrow mark represents the value of x of n at n equal to 0. Now find z transform and ROC of the finite duration sequence x of n. So we know that x of z is defined as x of z is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n z to the power minus n, where x of n is a finite duration sequence and it is defined as x of n is equal to 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2, and the arrow mark is at the center value, that is n equal to 2. Now let us plot the graph for this finite duration sequence here. So 0, 1, 2. So this is the graphical representation of finite duration sequence x of n. Here you can see that the signal is present at n equal to minus 2, n equal to minus 1, n equal to 0, n equal to 1 and n equal to 2, and rest of the other n values the x of n is equal to 0 here. Now from this graph we can see that the signal x of n exists between these range of n values. Therefore the x of z is written as x of z is equal to summation n equal to minus 2 to plus 2 x of n z to the power minus n here. Now this can be expanded and written as x of minus 2 z to the power of minus 2 plus x of minus 1 z to the power of minus 1 plus x of 0 z to the power 0 plus x of 1 z to the power 1 plus x of 2 z to the power 2 here. Now by substituting the values of x of minus 2, x of minus 1, x of 0, x of 1 and x of 2 in the above expression, from the graph we can see that x of minus 2 is equal to 2, whereas x of minus 1 is equal to 3, x of 0 is equal to 2, x of 1 is equal to 3 and x of 2 is equal to 2. By substituting these values, so the above expression can be written as 2z square plus 3z plus 2 plus 3z inverse plus 2z to the power minus 2 here. So this is the x of z, and from the x of z we can say that the region of convergence is entire z plane except at z equal to 0 and z equal to infinity, because when I substitute z equal to 0 in this expression, these two terms will be equal to infinite, therefore the x of z will not converge here, hence the x of z does not exist. If I substitute z equal to infinity, then these two terms will be equal to infinity, again the x of z will not converge, hence the x of z does not exist for z equal to infinity here. Now let us consider one more example where the n1 is either equal to 0 or equal greater than 0 here. So let us consider a finite duration sequence x of n which is equal to 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So this time the arrow mark is given at the first value here. That means this value is equal at n equal to 0. Now find Z transform and ROC for this given sequence here. So we know that x of z is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n z to the power minus n here. So where x of n is equal to 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, which is a finite duration sequence, and the arrow mark is at the first sample value. Now let us plot the graph for this discrete time sequence x of n here. So from the graph we can see that the signal exists between 0 and 4. Therefore, the limits of the summation, that is x of z is equal to summation n equal to 0 to 4. The limits of the summation has been changed and written as n equal to 0 to 4 x of n z to the power minus n here. Now let us expand the x of z here, which is equal to x of 0 z to the power 0 plus x of 1 z to the power minus 1 plus x of 2 z to the power minus 2 plus x of 3 z to the power minus 3 plus x of 4 z to the power minus 4. Now from the graph we can see that x of 0 is equal to 2 and x of 1 is equal to 3, x of 2 is equal to 2, x of 3 is equal to 3, x of 4 is equal to 2. By substituting these values in this expression here, so x of z is equal to 2 plus 3z inverse plus 2z to the power minus 2 plus 3z to the power minus 3 plus 2z to the power minus 4. So from this expression we can say that ROC is entire z plane except at z equal to 0, because if I substitute z equal to 0 in this x of z, then all these last 4 terms will be equal to infinite. Because of that, x of z will not converge for the given z value. Therefore, x of z does not exist for z equal to 0. Therefore, ROC is the entire z plane except at z equal to 0. Now, let us consider one more example where the finite duration sequence x of n is equal to 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Here the arrow mark is given at the last sample. Find Z transform and ROC. We know that x of z is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of n z to the power minus n, where x of n is a finite duration sequence and it is equal to 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and arrow mark is given at last sample, which represents n equal to 0 here. So this represents the value of x of n at n equal to 0. So let us plot the graph for this one. So this is the graphical representation of the signal x of n here. So here from this graph we can see that the signal exists from minus n equal to minus 4 to 0 here. Therefore, the limits of the summation are written as x of z is equal to summation n equal to minus 4 to 0 x of n z to the power minus n. Let us expand this x of z here. X of z is equal to x of minus 4 into z to the power minus of minus 4 plus x of minus 3 z to the power of minus 3 plus x of minus 2 z to the power of minus 2 plus x of minus 1 z to the power of minus 1 plus x of 0 z to the power 0 here. So by substituting all these values from the graph we can say that x of minus 4 is equal to 2, x of minus 3 is equal to 3, x of minus 2 is equal to 2, x of minus 1 is equal to 3, and x of 0 is equal to 2. By substituting these values in x of z, we can say that x of z is equal to 2z to the power 4 plus 3z to the power 3 plus 2z to the power 2 plus 3z plus 2 here. From this x of z, we can conclude that ROC is entire z plane except at z equal to infinity. Because if I substitute z equal to infinity, first 4 terms will be equal to infinity and x of z will not converge for the given z values. Therefore, x of z does not exist here. Now pause the video for some time and determine the z transform of the signal x of n is equal to delta of n and find the region of convergence. We know that delta of n is defined as delta of n is equal to 1 for n equal to 0 and delta of n is equal to 0 for n not equal to 0. Therefore, summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity delta of n z to the power minus n is equal to 1. Hence, the ROC is the entire z plane, which also includes z equal to 0 and z equal to infinity. These are the references. Thank you.